Are we addicted to artificial rain? Unveiling the dangers lurking in the cloud-seeding chemicals. In a world where climate patterns are increasingly erratic, scientists have turned to technology to combat droughts and water shortages. Cloud seeding, the process of inducing rain by introducing certain chemicals into clouds, has become a common practice. But what are the risks associated with these chemicals? As we look into the list of 8 chemicals used in artificial rain, a darker side emerges, raising questions about addiction, toxicity, and unforeseen consequences. Buddy, among the chemicals employed in cloud seeding, silver iodide stands out as a potent yet perilous substance. Chemical biologist Sam Reeves warns of its addictive nature, likening it to a dangerous drug. In concentrated doses, silver iodide offers a short, but very intense high, Reeves explains. However, when dispersed into the air, the effects are minimal and gradual, leading to a dangerous buildup of tolerance among the populace. Reeves' concerns are echoed by other experts who highlight the potential psychological and physiological ramifications of prolonged exposure to silver iodide. From euphoria and increased energy to paranoia and cardiac arrest, the spectrum of effects paints a grim picture. Furthermore, inhalation of silver iodide poses a risk of permanent lung damage, known as silver lung. While proponents of cloud seeding tout its benefits, including increased rainfall in drought-stricken regions, the surge in spraying activities raises alarm bells. The government's exponential rise in silver iodide release nearly 800% over the last decade hints at a hidden agenda. Critics argue that the widespread dissemination of silver iodide could be a calculated strategy to foster dependency and manipulate market prices, rather than a benevolent effort to combat climate woes. Silver iodide. The main compound of cloud seeding for artificial rain is silver iodide. Silver iodides are examples of inorganic compounds with chemical formula AGL. Silver iodide is a highly photosensitive as a reaction of iodide solution with silver ions. The chemical has yellowish color, and the solid form of it can precipitate quickly. Silver iodide acts as trigger or hook for the seeded cloud to precipitate. The chemical blends with the cloud and induce the freezing cloud to release it in the form of water. Potassium iodide. Another chemical needed in cloud seeding to create artificial rain is potassium iodide. Potassium iodide is similar to silver iodide, except for the fact that potassium iodide is not only for artificial rain, but also for other uses. People used potassium iodide as a shield against nuclear radiation in Chernobyl incident. It is also effective to protect some of humans' internal organ. In cloud seeding, potassium iodide functions as photosensitizer in the application of photochemistry in modern life with silver nitrate. It is also the chemical that forms silver iodide with nitrate as combination. Because of its function, it is used to make artificial rain as well. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide in the form of dry ice is also important in the making of artificial rain. This chemical is a colorless gas with chemical compound CO2, while carbon monoxide is carbon atom that bonds only with one oxygen atom. Carbon dioxide bonds with 2 atoms and is not as dangerous as monoxide 1. When it is in the form of ice, carbon dioxide will help to weigh down the clouds and press the trapped water to fall down to surface of the earth. Dry ice is not similar to ordinary ice, so it functions purely as additional weight to the cloud and does not contain water. Related to chemicals in water supply, propane. Propane is an alkane compound with 3 carbon atoms. It has the chemical formula of C3H8. Propane is a common substance used as fuel, is a natural gas that often is colorless, but under certain circumstances can turn into liquid form. Propane gas as cloud seeding material acts as a pusher to encourage the clouds to precipitate. The liquid form of it will also trigger the clouds to release a liquid form of itself, further cause rain. Propane needs other chemical to be able to properly run its function in cloud seeding. Regardless, propane is important in the process of artificial rain. What does all this mean? As people argue more about cloud seeding, one fact is obvious. The chemicals used in making artificial rain have bad effects. Even though getting rain in dry areas might seem good, we can't ignore the dangers in the chemicals. They can lead to addiction, harm our health, and be used to make money unfairly. The real price of artificial rain might be higher than we think. As we try to solve environmental problems, we need to be cautious. Otherwise, we might end up causing more problems for ourselves.